Welcome to episode 1 of the JDM Car Life. Let me tell you what we're like. We're like two guys who like to think we know what we're doing, but in reality, we have no idea. I'm Henry, and with me today is a guy who loves BMW, and I really don't mean the car company.
Well, hello.
How are you, Aaron? You good?
I'm great. I've just finished stuck on a big black guy's car. So,
Oh, that's kinky.
Yeah. It is, yeah.
Yeah, you got your socks on.
My socks are on, bro. Socks are on.
No eye contact.
There's no eye contact, so it was in case, so don't worry about
Oh, good.
it.
So yeah, how are you doing? Have you been good?
I'm doing great. Yeah, been reading stuff and like car news and stuff like that. And there's some weird stuff lately, isn't there?
There is. It's been a bit bad in the car world. I think we're heading.
It's ever since like these regulations have come out with the government and stuff like that, where everything's going electric or hybrid now, and it's I just don't see them going anywhere. To be fair, so that's my opinion.
Yeah, I think.
Disagree, please.
And like in F1, I think the Halo. It's just. It's just what is going on there.
Even the fans of Formula One are saying no. Like long-term fans of Formula One are saying this is like the worst idea ever. So
I was watching something about it, and the teams, the only things that a team, this may be wrong, but the only things that the teams are allowed to do, they can change the offset by 30mm. They could put live like liveries and sponsors and all that on it, but they can't do anything else. And I can't see the point of that, because it's meant to protect your head and neck from like if a tire comes flying off and takes your head off, but that's okay. But I don't think it would, because if you roll over, I think wouldn't that be a bit harder to get out?
Well, not necessarily, because you've still got a bit of weight. You think about it, you've just got the top of the air intake for the engine stopping from the car from crushing your top of your head, you know what I mean? So with the added protection, I guess I can see where they're coming from, but they just need to evolve it a little bit more to make it look more stylish, bit better looking, bit more involved with the car rather than just putting like a bit of carbon fiber on.
Yeah. Well, I think they should have gone for the shield, but
what? Yeah, like the LM type looking cars for Formula One. Yeah, they looked cool, but in reality, sometimes the concepts don't take off. The 2020 Nissan GTR, I hope that concept never fucking takes off.
Same.
I hope it stays as a concept. I really do.
I saw something, I read something somewhere, or I heard someone say it, but apparently 98% or 95% of concepts are never built, which I can believe, because there's like that Citroen and all that bullshit that never got built.
Peugeot's done concept cars, Citroen, many people like car companies have done concept cars, and it's just showing like the prowess of the designers. They say, well, look at this, we make these most mundane, boring cars, yet we can make something like this, but we don't. It's just to show off what they can actually do, but they're not doing because they can't be bothered, or because the marketplace is just it's for the marketplace, really, not because they can't be asked. But in a way, it can be perceived as like you just can't be bothered, which I can see the point of.
But I think I don't know. So yeah, guys. Oh shit, I hate saying guys. But if you like us talking, or if you like hearing our voices, yeah, okay, right.
Continues, you're linking. If you're looking at the cars and hearing our stupid voices.
Yeah, or if you just like laughing at us and making fun of us because you're mean. But if you want to check out our Instafox or Instagram, feel free to do that. That's on screen right now. The JDM. I always mess that up. The _JDM_car_life. It's a bit of a weird name, but it's Gucci Woochie. So check that out.
Don't say Gucci Woochie. I'm not allowed to say Gucci anymore. If I do, I'll get stabbed.
And guys, there's our Twitter if you want to check that out. So help us out, help us grow. We'll help you grow if you follow us. You follow us, we'll follow you. It's all a loving family up in this bitch. So make sure to do that. And if you don't, we will hunt you down and we will give you big hugs. Okay. We have a fun-filled show for you today. Well, at least we hope we do. We probably don't. It is our first episode, and this is probably going to be quite rocky. I hope not.
Garbage.
Yeah.
In other words, garbage.
It probably.
But you know, we've got to evolve and grow somehow, and we've got to learn. It's just all experimentation at this point.
It is.
So.
It is. It really is. I think this. I like this. I like the idea of a podcast. It's easy, but like it's not easy because because you've got to find everything to say and do. But it's fun. It's like really like interacting in a way because like it's longer than a video and you learn more things. If that makes any sense, it probably doesn't. But we try.
And this podcast will be pretty much every week, unless either yours truly can't be bothered, or the guy who's who runs everything, Henry here, is asleep, which 9 times out of 10 is the case.
Yeah,
so
most of the time.
if there's either or, if the moons align and all the planets align, and we actually do a podcast every week, then just expect us to be talking about shit in the news and absolute nonsense, just taking the piss out of things people say and do, because you know what? That's what the world needs. A bit of a laugh.
It does. It really does.
Everything is very scary at the fucking moment. So yeah.
We all need to laugh and forget about all that other shit that's happening in this world. But talking about news and shit, we've got kind of a funny little bit for you guys. It's called
Random News.
I've heard of it before. It's basically where we take things and we don't edit it in any way, and we can't possibly make any of this up, even if we try. So yeah, we got a funny. Well, I hope it's funny. I spent like an hour looking for this shit on a very weird website.
At all, I just laid in bed doing fuck all.
He was asleep. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning when I was doing this, and this little shit was asleep.
Yeah, so I was sprawled out in bed doing fuck all.
Yeah, so
in Teamland.
I'm working for you guys. I'm getting the content for you. Not that it's very amusing content, but yeah, we'll talk about that. So this is our first. We're both going to do a story each. So Aaron's going to start off for you guys, and then it's going to be me. So here you go, guys. Hope you enjoy. And let it rip, Aaron.
Okay, so a man has been jailed for 10 years for shooting his sexual partner in the genitals over a drug-fueled sex game. Yes, the sexual fantasy was loaded shotgun placed in the victim's vagina and mistakenly fired. That's just taking the whole context of blowing your load into it. Oh my god!
Oh dear.
Why was you used in the first place? If I was ever going to do that, which I wouldn't, I'd always make sure the gun's on fucking has safety or not even loaded. I mean, if she turned around and was like, "Oh, don't load it. It's here at safety," I would butter and say no, just no, I'm not. And this man has to serve 10 years in jail because of this. And you probably both agree to it. So, what the fuck?
It's something. Yeah. It's kinky. It really is. Oh, fucking hell. Yeah. When I found this story, it was on the Mirror. If you know that newspaper, if you're in the UK, it was on Mirror's website. Well, they are kind of a fucked up newspaper, but I was surprised.
That's fucked up. We'll get into that if it goes.
It had at the top. It had warning. It may. What was it? It may.
Graphic content, something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
So it was
I mean, it wasn't even an owned shotgun by them. It wasn't even in America. It's in Britain. It was in Leeds. I mean, yeah, Leeds. But the shotgun was found in the toilet.
And he did find it in a spoon.
With a spoon. Yeah, he found it in fucking with the spoons. Like, this is normal human behavior right now. I think. Ready? Man finds shotgun in Witherspoon's bathroom, takes it home and shoves it up his partner's vagina in a drug-filled sex game. He mistakenly fires it and now has to serve 10 years in jail for shooting it.
I think
that's just fucking human behavior. Because what sane person goes, you know what? I'm gonna stick this in me fucking woman's vagina. blow me load all over her. So, you know.
I think 10 years, way too much. Like, she said yes to it. Like, she said yes for it to happen. That, well, at least we know of. And if you say yes, you can at least expect something bad to happen, or something may go wrong.
The fact that it's like a sexual fantasy as well. So when you say sexual fantasy, both parties have to be within it. You know, in it to win it type of thing. And you just think to yourself, like, why?
And especially when you're so coked up and drunk, you think you're Spider-Man. You should definitely expect something.
I mean, at least, you know, instead of blowing their insides out with a fucking tongue, with his tongue, like most normal human beings do, he blew it insides out with a buckshot. So, you know, he really wins there. And it's not him. Well, you know, it's just stupid, really.
Well,
it's a stupid story, and it should never fucking happen. I get gun control in Britain, but it's not the guns; it's the people.
It is.
It's just so yeah.
It's something, but you know, her G-spot did get pounded that night, so we can give him that.
It got more than pounded. Fucking the atmosphere. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Oh man. Alright, let's move on from this story.
That's a fucked up. We got more fucked up stories for you guys to come throughout the weeks and throughout the years. Hopefully, years. Yes, that's a big word for us, but yeah. So this next bit for you guys is something we call misconnections, and this is where I go on fucked up websites in very late hours of the morning to find fucked up things people have said. So yeah, this is, like I said before, this is where we find funny things that people have said, and we don't edit them in any way, and we really cannot make this shit up. And yeah, so I'm gonna hand you over to Aaron, and he's gonna read you guys a story. I hope you enjoy.
I know there are some of you who don't want to admit it, and I realise that we are told that it's dirty, perverted, unhealthy, and that isn't right. But that doesn't stop us from having these weird and dark fantasies. Every human has them. It's just natural parts of life. We all think about what shouldn't be, because, well, let's be honest, it's just being human. It's curiosity. That's an old saying, curiosity killed the cat. Well, it did more than kill the cat. Let me just tell you that it killed the bone as well. So,
damn.
Yeah.
That's I feel like that came from the heart. I feel like that's something that touches you personally.
So,
is that true? Does that get to you, Aaron? Does that get to any of you guys?
It does that. We can't live out our own dark, sick fantasies.
Just pulling your panties to the side while you're in a store and just pissing everywhere.
Yeah. Don't spit into the wind, piss into the wind.
Yeah.
It won't come back at you.
It won't. Trust me. We've all tried it. Especially when you're having a sword fight at 3 o'clock in the morning. Ain't that right, Aaron? Hey, socks on?
Socks on.
So, damn, that's a fucked up story. Where the fuck is mine? After that beautiful, beautiful story from Aaron, I don't think I can top it. Mine's really short, like other things in my life. But
surely not your next size.
Oh, no. That was
I felt that last night. It was something remarkable.
I stretched you wide.
Oh yeah, like a yawning hippo down there.
Oh, fucking hell, yes. Right, guys, I'm gonna read you my story and try not to laugh, but yeah. Do you know what I want?
What's that?
I want to eat a man's pussy while he's wearing black stockings, and a woman's panties, looking for someone younger than me. But up to my age is okay. Smooth bones, red hair, and Asian. No driver, survivor. I don't mind married and bisexual, but they are more pleasure to be. The end.
It's just so you would like a man in black stockings and women's panties who's younger than you,
Yep.
blonde, smooth, or a redhead,
Yep.
or Asian.
And I want to eat a man's pussy, apparently.
Alright.
Yeah,
That's just normal, really, isn't it?
yeah, you're gonna learn a lot about us, guys.
Yeah, you really are. We're not just petrol heads, whatever you want to call us. We're not just quite strange as well.
We are. We're more than strange. We are unique, one of kind people.
We are. Yes, we are. Right. Let's get into my favourite part right now, and that is the car news.
Oh yes, let's go. I took some time and effort into this one, boys. Let
Okay,
me just start off by saying, I'm sorry to interrupt you, Aaron, but let me just start off and saying that our wishes go to Jeremy Muck Dickinson Clarkson. He is currently in hospital in Spain, if you haven't already seen it, with, what was it, ammonia?
Pneumonia.
Yeah, I had that when I was younger. That was shit. So yeah, you know, from one car person to another, we hope you get better. Hopefully you'll see this in about
Growing
3
up,
years.
Clarkson was just like, he was a hero to me. He was growing up, other than Colin McRae and Pet Solvig, he was another one that I grew up watching. So Jeremy Clarkson grew up with me in a way, and being Jeremy Clarkson, with all the things he says and how controversial he is, that makes him all the better. Jeremy Clarkson is just a hero for all of us car people and the like. He is fantastic, and we all love him for what he has done with our lives. With Top Gear, especially Clarkson, Hammond, and May growing up, those three, by far best TV show going. It's a shame that they no longer.
Yeah,
but I mean, they're still doing a show, Grand Tour, and it's equally as funny as Top Gear. So
if not better in a way, I do think it's a bit better because they can say more and do things on that because it's internet based.
You can't, yeah, because it's not just, you know, staying to the BBC's liking. It has to be a certain way because it's on TV. It's on the internet, so they can say and do whatever they fuck they like.
Yeah.
Which, in my opinion, is much better. So hopefully, speedy recovery to you, Mr. Clarkson. We all wish you well.
We do.
Yeah.
So now for the car news. Now for the good shit. Well, kind of good shit, but it's good, and it's bad. I'm sorry, guys. I tried to make this good, but we got some bad news for you.
Cars now, and like going into the future, more and more cars are going to become hybrids or electric cars. And now, this, in a sense, is bad. Do you think? Good? Who knows?
Shit.
But with
windy.
Yeah, I mean, the emissions are a bad thing, and greenhouse gases are a bad thing. But it's not just cars that pollute. This is what people need to get out of the stupid minds. It's not just cars; it's other things as well.
Cows actually make more. Is it methane? Wait, what
methane, yeah. But methane is a natural gas.
It is.
Carbon dioxide isn't. It's a man-made gas. So I guess that. But we breathe out carbon dioxide. So if anything, we're polluting the earth as well. So. But anyways.
So, you know, we can't help it. You guys, if you're here, you probably like cars as much as us, or like them a little bit, or I don't fucking know why you're here, to be fair, unless you just want to hear us talk about the other random shit.
So, yeah. Anyways, sorry about that. There was a bit of a technical issue with me.
His mic decided to...
So, yeah. Right. So, Volkswagen. Their new Golf GTIs and the new Golfs and all this are going the biggest transformation since they first set out with the originals.
Which is about 45 years, isn't it?
Yes. The Mark 1 Golf came out with a front-wheel drive 4-cylinder engine.
Sorry, 43 years.
2043, did you say?
No, it's... according to Volkswagen, the Volkswagen Golf will undergo its biggest transformation in 43 years.
There you go. Now, what does this mean for the Mark 8 Golf? It means it's going to be a hybrid. Yes, like the P1s, the LaFerrari, the 918, and the fucking Prius, it's going to be a hybrid.
Sorry, I heard shit.
Yes. Now, in the case of the P1 and the 918 and the Honda NSX and the BMW i8, they are awesome cars. And there's no denying that. Except the i8, it's a bit of a mixed bag because BMW lied about it, really, and it was... Sorry. Anyways, so they sort of lied about it with like, the MPG and stuff like that. They were saying, oh, you could get, I think it was like over 100 MPG, where you, in reality, would only get in 43. Yeah. So, yeah. But... lies. Anyways, so, but with the NSX, there's no faults with that. And it's an awesome car. It looks and sounds awesome. So, and the P1 and the 918 and the LaFerrari were all awesome cars as well. So maybe it's a good thing that Golf is going hybrid. But in a sense, going back to the heritage, it's always been a 4-cylinder front-wheel drive system. Always been that layout. Why change it now? Why not change it later on when it's more applicable? Rather than now, where most people will be still butthurt about going hybrids, because no one likes hybrids. Let's be honest. Yeah, no one likes the Prius. No one likes it. Everybody who drives a Prius is a self-absorbed arsehole.
But that's why they
now you give drivers who are already arseholes.
Let me just interrupt you there. Let me just interrupt you. I don't know if any of you guys watched it, but I watched the race in Japan. Not the Suzuki one, it's the one before that. And it was the GT 4000. Oh, fucking, I can't remember off the top of my head. But there was the Prius. The Prius was on it. And they were going in, I'll put the video on it. You'll hear me say fuck off and all that. I'll put the video in now. But they say, oh, with its brand new big engine and that boost. And I'm not happy because, as you guys can tell, we are Subaru fans. I'm a massive BRZ fan. Like, I whack myself off every night to one. And I don't want to admit it, and don't laugh, but a Prius beat a Subaru BRZ.
I laughed about that when I seen it.
Yeah.
Lucky for me, I'm an Impreza fan. Yeah. Well, actually not lucky for me because the 4th gen Impreza is utter shit. But I like the WRX STI models of Imprezas. So up to the Gen 3 and onto the new WRX STIs, I like them. I still class the WRX STIs as Imprezas anyways because they still look it and they still are in my heart. Anyways, but whereas BRZs are concerned, I'm not much of like knowledgeable about them. He is, and the fact that when he sent me that video on Snapchat about Prius beating the BRZ, I laughed.
I cried. I went into depression for about 20 minutes before I had to go out, but yeah.
It's a sad state of affairs.
It is. But back to the hybrid setup. According to Land Rover Range Rover, they are bringing out a hybrid setup for the Range Rover.
Yes, they are.
So
first hybrid SUV, is that?
No, because the Mitsubishi is a hybrid.
Oh yeah, that fucking EV crap.
Yeah.
Shite. That's utter shit.
I don't fucking how the fuck are you gonna off-road in a hybrid? Hang on, love. We'll go off-road, but let me just plug into the nearest, plug. And then we can carry on, alright? Yeah? Good. It's fucking stupid. And that's in other hybrid news. If you're a Mercedes fan, there are rumours and myths and spy pictures, air quotes, that they are bringing out I think it's an 800 horsepower hybrid setup. I think it's going to be like a V8 hybrid setup. So that should be interesting. I'll put pictures of that. I'll put all the pictures of the cars on the screen, as you've already seen.
I'm not going to lie. With this make, the V8 hybrid setup sounds interesting.
It does.
Because you'd think about it. What's the P1? It's a V8 hybrid setup. What's the 918? It's a V8 hybrid setup.
What?
What's the LaFerrari? It's a V12.
That's shit.
we'll gloss over that. They're Italian. They don't give a fuck. Yeah, anyways, but they've got a V8 hybrid setup. You see where I'm going with this? It could be the next.
And they're German,
you know,
so it could be fucking incredible.
German cars.
Yeah.
I know you hate Porsche, but even Porsches are fantabulously made.
Bombs, what? They are good bombs, not gonna lie. If you want a car that can really be
you can't
lit,
say anything right now because you like VW. So shut the fuck up.
I'm not a fucking, that's the new
You
one.
like Golfs. What is a Golf? It's a Porsche. Shush.
Well, I never said I'd get one. But I just want to go off subject.
You did.
Aaron, guess what I saw today?
What?
This is 1,000% true. Guess what I saw?
A big car. What?
Well, besides that, I saw a C63 AMG towing a caravan.
Oh yeah. Do got the tour. It's
Yeah.
just whether the chassis can take it.
Yeah, but that's
It just depends on the towing capacity because
Hmm.
what people mainly gloss over is like, oh yeah, I've got like 1,000 brake horsepower car, I can pull anything. Yeah, but can the chassis hold it? No. Half the time they'll either split it in half or just bend it. But in this case, because the C63 has got a decent towing capacity, I could see that. Subaru's got a decent towing capacity.
I saw a Forester earlier, by the way. I meant to tell you, but you know, I'll tell you now.
We don't talk about Foresters here.
Oh,
Okay. Unless they're the STI Forester, we don't talk about them.
Okay. Well, just get off that subject. I saw the brand new Lexus LC500. Wow, that car is beautiful. It's sexy as fuck as the front and the arse and the sides. Well, I don't like the sides, but it's a nice looking car.
I still love the LFA.
Oh, the LFA, that's in a world of its own. That just...
What is something interesting about the LFA?
It's a unicorn.
For every time Lexus sells an LFA, they lose money on that sell.
Yeah, it was like Bugatti, because every time they sold a bug, they lost money. Oh, shit.
Basically, what Lexus did, they built the car out of titanium and aluminium and all that, and then the boffins at Lexus decided, it's too heavy. Let's make it out of carbon fiber. It'll be better. So they scrapped it. They actually built it. They scrapped it and started again, and they came up with the LFA. So, and the LFA that you see today is the second attempt. That must have cost them a fucking fortune. That is an expensive piece of like throwaway paper right there. And that's why they are 300 grand plus. It's because of that.
It is.
But it doesn't. But the car's awesome. There are the, as General Clarkson says, there are the niggles. There are the little bits that annoy you. There's no cup holders, for instance. I mean, every car has a fucking cup holder. We need one for when we go to Starbucks and get our girl coffees.
Well, the Citroen CS3 doesn't. I found that out the hard way.
Yeah, they don't. So why have no cup holders?
Weight reduction, because race car, bro.
But they don't even take that weight. It physically, actually, it lessens the weight because there's less plastic there.
True, it does, doesn't it? It does, doesn't it? Yeah.
So, it may be minute, but it's weight reduction still. So, shush. Anyways.
Right, in more car news, because we love the cars. According to Aston Martin, they are bringing out a brand new Vantage that is rumoured to have a brand new turbocharged V8. According to Aston, it's their best looking one yet. The brand's latest sports car is apparently going to be rivals with the brand new model Porsche 911 and Jaguar F-Type. It's got a lighter aluminum chassis and, like I said, a brand new turbo V8 engine.
Okay, I'm just going to stop you right there. You're not American. Headlights. Don't say aluminum.
Sorry, it's what I've got here on the
aluminium.
Script. It's what I've got here on the fucking thing. I'm sorry.
It's still spelled aluminium. It's not. We're not Americans. We're British. We actually speak English.
Well, I do, and I
we just lost. If we ever have American viewers and you see this, we're just going to lose them instantly.
Yeah. Bye, Carlos.
Yeah. Well, he's not. Well, he's not American, is he? So.
What else do we have in car news?
He's Hispanic.
Do we have anything else in car news?
I mean, Aston Martin. If they say it's the best looking one, yeah, I believe them because have you seen an Aston Martin?
Some spy shots, and it does look. It's like let me tell you what it's like. Imagine, just everyone shut your eyes for a minute, and just listen to me. It's like a DB10 and a DB11 whacked one out really hard in a dodgy subway toilet, and that's what got created.
I still think the best looking Aston Martin ever made was the DB9.
Oh.
Now you may say DB5, no, DB5, DB5, DB4. Yeah, they're fucking astonishingly beautiful. If you've ever seen a DB5 in real life and stood next to one, you get that fizz. You get that fizz. I got it. They are beautiful cars. Yeah, but in my personal opinion, I, for some odd reason, always have loved the DB9s.
If you want to
and I think they are astonishingly beautiful anyways.
If you want to buy a 2004 two-door, well, we'll see, DB9 on Auto Trader, you can get them £31,950 at time of this recording.
This 1000. You could, with this 1000, you could get a Focus RS with a year's insurance.
You really could.
That's something. Right
it's
there.
Automatic. It's done 60,000 miles. And you can test drive it. It's got 19-inch alloy wheels, full service history with 14 stamp certificates and all that good shit. But yeah, that seems, decent deal, to be fair with you. Right.
Okay, on to gaming news, and this is the one I've been...
No. I missed something out. I'm sorry about this, but this has to come in this video. Back to random news. Did you know? I bet you didn't know this. Let me just find it. Did you know that, according to Sky News, that if you are northern, you're 20% more likely to die earlier than southerners? Fuck you.
What a load of bollocks. What a load of fucking bollocks that is.
Well, you're more likely to get shanked. Well, unless you go to West London, but we don't talk about that from my land.
I live in Liverpool, okay? It's not the best place, but I've never been stabbed yet, and I'm 21 years old, so, I'm still alive.
You're like a 6'10", 390-pound fucking heavyweight. Wink, wink.
I'm like, fuck. I'm skinny, scrawny, and fuck ugly. But, I am... So, whatever Sky News is chatting there, it's utter bollocks.
Right. Aaron, have you seen the section I put in?
What section?
Yes, this is about to happen.
What, the one after the cars?
End of the news. Shit. End of the world. News.
I don't want to talk about the end of the world.
But apparently, we'll cut it short. The world in a few weeks is going to come to an end. Solar eclipse, you're all fucking dead. Apparently, Planet X is going to fuck us up the arse anally, not even going to loop us up. September 23rd. We're all going to die. Everyone knows about September 23rd. If you don't, you've been living under a rock. That's that. Google it yourself, you lazy cunts. We don't, even though I spent like half an hour getting that.
Okay, I know who this dude is. He's a crazy nutcase. He's a complete and utter crazy nutcase. I've not heard anything about the news on this. He's a crazy nutcase.
Can I just thank Aaron, not you Aaron, a different Aaron. Can I just thank the Aaron from live.me for getting that information about the 6 games and that. I appreciate that. And he helped me out with that. So thank you, Aaron, if you're watching this, and if not, well, you can wank me off in the toilets. Right now.
Okay. Can we get into gaming news? Because I've got some interesting facts about Forza Motorsport 7. What are we talking about?
This is I'm looking forward to Forza 7. Not gonna lie.
I am too, because it looks fantastic. It's going to be a great motorsport game. It's got everything that was in Forza Horizon 3, the body kits and stuff like that. But there's going to be a few things missing.
Like what?
There's no Toyota Supers. There's no Toyota A86s.
What?
There's no yeah. VW's back.
Oh, fuck off.
But we lose the Supras and all of that.
Why? Why can't
No
Forza
Toyota
do anything right?
It's not Forza's fault. So don't blame it on them.
So
It's not
why
1010s or whatever. It's not their fault. It's Toyota. Toyota doesn't want their road cars being in the game. There are going to be race cars, so don't worry about that. If you're a race car of love Toyota race cars, they're going to be race cars in the game. But there is no going to be any, and I'm any road cars. So no Supers, no A86s, no no GT86s.
Oh.
Yeah, there's going to be the BRZ.
Oh, alright, I'm fine. Okay, I don't give a shit.
But there's no Supers, which I am sad about because I love the Toyota Supra. As much as I love Subarus, if I could ever have the chance of going out and buying a Mark IV Supra, you know, twin turbo GTA 2JZ, 2JZ GTE, twin turbo, I would go out and buy it tomorrow. I love them. I think they're fantastic cars, and the looks today, even though they're back in the 90s, still the looks hold up today.
They are. It is beautiful. It's an incredible, beautiful looking car.
It is. And the horsepower gains that can get from that 2JZ is
so
great.
What you're saying is, so there are going to be road cars, but there's going to be very little road cars. It's basically just going to be race car, like project cars.
No, there are going to be race cars and road cars, but there's just not going to be the Toyota road cars. Like VW's back, so you've got the Beetles, you've got Golfs, you've got all that. You've got the new, I think the new Passat as well. Is it there?
Actually, I meant to say this. Back to the. You would have seen this by now with the pictures, but I meant to say you around because I don't think I did. This Mark 8 VW Golf bullshit from the pictures that we've been given. Which, we will see the car in the 2019 Frankfurt Motor Show in German tits. But I'm not gonna lie, from the back the car does look like a Passat. It is pretty ugly from the back. It doesn't look like a fucking Polo or a Golf.
I'm gonna say I like the look of it. I'm not gonna lie about that. It looks swanky. It looks unique.
Well, we'll agree to it.
I mean, it's opinions, but it's got a decent look to it. It's not fuck ugly, but it's not pretty either. It's unique. I'll just say that. It's a unique, swanky looking car.
It really is.
And I like it. I'm not gonna lie, I do like it. I'd definitely be swapping if I can. Be definitely swapping out that hybrid setup and possibly going for something completely conventional. If you can do that, which I'm hoping you can.
Yeah.
So.
I
mean, to be fair, probably VW won't allow it.
Probably not.
They probably shout at you if you do, and German like 99999.
Hitler will come up.
That's my turn. No, you can't do that. You know.
Yeah, but like, you fuck up my country. You fuck up my game. You
that
fuck up
scandal
my car.
we recently had. I say recently, a few years ago. Yeah. I mean, you know, it looks innocent enough.
It does.
First of all, I keep saying Horizon 7. It's not. Forza Motorsport 7.
That'll be the day.
Yeah, Forza Motorsport 3 comes out next year. 4 comes out next year, hopefully. Right, Horizon. Fuck's sakes, Motorsport 7. Alright, you're gonna have a decent amount of GDMs. There's got to be a lot of Nissans. You've got all the S14s. They're not going to be DLC. They're not going to be anything like that. You've got all the cars there, which is fantastic. All Subarus as well. I think there's thrown in a few special edition Subarus as well, other than just the friggin' 22B. Because in every game, the 22B is there, but there's no other. You know, there's no. Did you know in the first generation Subaru, there were 3 special edition Subarus for each time they won a World Rally Championship, and they kept it going even in the second generation, and none of them have appeared in games. The S202, the S203, and the S204 have never appeared in a game. Why?
Rip.
And the S204, it's not an STI, but it's still quick. Why? Neither has the Subaru wagons, the Rexys wagons, never appeared.
And I think there really isn't that many like estate cars or like whatever the hatchbacks in like these kinds of games, which pisses me off because I'm a hatchback fan and an estate fan. But like, why not put like the all the fucking sexy cars in.
Yeah, you know, put the Nissan Stagea in it. You know, you can do so much to that, to the way it looks. It's a unique looking car. It's got an awesome engine. It's got a fucking RB26. In some models, in basic models, you get the RB25 DET or the RB25 DE. But you still, but in like up spec models, you get RB26s, DETTs from the fucking Skylines. So what? It's an R34 for the family.
But
That, my friends, is why it should be.
Just to lighten the subject a little bit, can we please talk about Need for Speed Payback? Oh my god.
It looks, yes, that looks fantastic. I've been watching videos about this game, about the customization, stuff like that. In the new in 2015 Need for Speed, it was good. The back customization, Frostbite listened to the community. Hats off to them. Really, hats off.
Yeah.
But my issue with the 2015 was the tie width. If you widen your your put body kit on and you widen the wheels out, it looks odd because you got really skinny tires. It looked odd, and it was at night time, and it was buggy. But other than that, other than those little niggles, it was a fantastic game. And Frostbite not Frostbite, sorry. Ghost, I keep saying Frostbite because it's the engine. Ghost, hats off to them. It was a brand new engine that they were working with. Still, Frostbite 3, I think it is, which runs Battlefield 1 and all that. Battlefield 4 and the Battlefront, Star Wars. Hats off to them. They still made it work. And he still brought the game out. And it was polished to a certain extent. But if it wasn't in just nighttime, it would have been a hell of a lot better game. Because at night you can't see much of the details on the cars, which is a shame. Because
and another thing that was really shit about that game, how big the lobbies were. You could literally, I think the max limit was like 9 people.
Not even that.
No, I think actually it was like 5 or 6.
Yeah, something like that.
And we had problems like trying to get all of us in because
there was no private matches either.
Yeah. You had to fight and wait and be patient, and none of us really are patient.
He's not patient.
No.
I'm patient.
Well, I sometimes am.
I'm sometimes patient. If I lose my patience easily when I'm annoyed, but other than that, I have patience.
If I want something, I'll be patient. It depends, really, which mood I'm in. Ollie, he will be... Ollie is a guy who is apparently now getting a Mark 1 car. He gets a different car every day, every 30 minutes. But Ollie is a guy who will be joining us very rarely, like every 2 years probably. But yeah, fucking me, I fucked up that. It'd probably be me and Aaron. So if you don't like us, off you get on your horse. And if you do, well, please do.
In later episodes and stuff like that. But it's complicated with him. It really fucking is complicated with him.
We won't say
why. We won't say why. Don't worry. If you watch this, Ollie, don't worry why. We won't say why. But he's just with work and stuff like that.
He's very busy lately.
Quotation mark work. He doesn't have the time sometimes, and he doesn't have Skype either. I mean, yeah, you could just say make him get Skype, which we can. But and we will try this, but yeah, there are complications with him, and it's a shame because
it'll be so funny.
He's an awesome dude.
He is. He's a funny.
He is an absolute awesome dude.
He is one of us. We had a 4-way once. You don't want to know who the 4th person was. It was the goat from across the road. Not the goat, the sheep. Very woolly, kept me very warm. It was fun, wasn't it?
It was.
Yeah. Yeah. But we've really gone off track with the game news. We really didn't get that much game news because I didn't know what to get, and he was asleep when I was making this. and I was asleep yesterday when he was awake. And then
Supposed to
somehow,
be doing this tomorrow, yesterday, sorry, and I was like, I'm ready, let's do this, and then he was like, I'm asleep.
yeah, I said, give me a minute, and then I don't remember what happened
Yeah,
after
he
that.
said, give me a minute while I set everything up, and then he fell asleep.
Yeah. So I'm sorry for that. I am. Oh, a film that I'm dying, and you agree. I know you're dying. Baby Drive. I think I've killed him.
No, I'm still alive. Sorry, I want to see Baby Driver as well. I really want to see it. Not
Yeah.
because of the Subaru in it, maybe, but it's got Kevin Spacey in it. If there's one man that will get me to watch a film, it's Kevin Spacey. If someone turns to me and says Kevin Spacey's in this film, I will instantly watch it.
No.
I've watched all this. American Beauty. I've watched Seven with Brad Pitt and Morgan Freeman and Kevin Spacey as the villain. I've also watched Usual Suspect. That's a fantastic film with them in it. Also, if you would like a TV series to watch, I will highly recommend on Netflix. It's called House of Cards.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that TV show, that show is something else. I will tell you this right now. It's a fantastic show, and if you're not into politics, well, I'm not a big fan of politics. I read up for politics, but I'm not a big fan of it. But I still like it. So
It's good.
yeah.
I haven't really watched it, to be fair. I think I watched an episode and I was like, yeah. But yeah. Right then, guys, if you like us and you want to watch us and you can't wait for our next episode, you've only got to wait until next weekend, next Saturday, at probably around whenever the fuck I wake up. Well, that could be any time. It'll probably be next year. But so yeah, every Saturday we will upload, or we will try our hardest to upload a talk show, podcast, whatever you want to call this. If you have enjoyed us and you want to support us on Instagram, there you go, it's on your screen right now, as it has been halfway through the show. _JDM_car_life helps out. Check out a post, and as you can see, I've just literally uploaded a post. Wow. And if you want to check out our Twitter, there it is. There's our Twitter. _JDM_car_LIF. And that's when we will but we'll say random shit, we retweet shit, we like you guys' posts, and we'll say when we upload and what's happening for not uploading and all that bullshit. And if you guys want to check out our website, I shouldn't say that because I'm ripping it down and redoing it, so we'll cut that out.
He always does this. He rips it down and then builds it back up again.
Yeah, like my bedroom, I do that.
Don't even get you started on that.
Yeah, I'm ripping the whole room down. I'm repainting it and redoing everything.
Okay, can we just wrap this up, please? I'm hungry.
if you want to check out our SoundCloud, well, I haven't made one yet, so you fucking can't. But you want to check out our Spotify? Still haven't made one of them, so you can't. So you're stuck on YouTube, unless you find
just check us out on YouTube, which is what is it?
The JDM Car Life on YouTube, as you probably know, because you're watching us on it right now, I hope. Let's run some black market website, which we are. Thank you guys for uploading us to it. And all that. I do mumble on. I'm sorry, I will cut half this out. Right then, guys, we appreciate you so much for coming out and listening to our shitty voices. If you made it this far, then leave a comment, say what's up, say that you made it this far. Anything?
And if you did, Henry will give you the jerk off.
Yeah, I will.
With salami in the middle of his hand as well, while he does it.
I'll do 401, so I can do the reverse and 360 helicopter Pinocchio. Yeah. So.
Yeah, you can you can break dance on your dick for you.
Yeah. Anything you want to say?
People. What?
Anything you want to say besides that?
No, not really.
Oh, that's that.
Goodbye, guys. Hope you enjoyed hearing us ramble. Yeah.
But we will hopefully be less shitty than we were. We probably won't. That won't make the video. Or it might. I don't know. Bye guys, and thank you so much for coming out. This has been the JDM Car Life Talk Show, and I hope you enjoyed. Bye!